Welcome to Straight Six Fan. I'm Grant Tommy, helping you build your hot rod and your confidence without a ton of money. And, well, you know what? The best way to save money when it comes time to building your custom ride, your hot rod, your off-road rig, whatever it might be, is, well, fine-tuning your skills with fabrication. And that's why I've started this series, What We Weld in Weekly. If you missed the first one, well, that was last week. At some point in this episode, I think I'll leave an info card to that video, but I don't want to divert you from this video right away. And, well, we're just going to pick up where we left off from last week. I didn't actually further that project much, so let me show you what that was. Here we are. This is my mini grinder chop saw, and, well, what the project was from last week. It's this kind of stop guide. This thing that slides back and forth so I can set this end to a positive dimension off of the face of my blade, and I can just turn out, well, I'm going to be turning out sample pieces so I can do T-joints, butt joints, lap joint practice. Because again, the whole purpose of this series is to help you guys show how you can grow in your fabrication skills if you just commit some time to the practice portion. That's what I need. I need hood time. Here's what you're going to get out of me this episode, and that is I've got to fine-tune the opposite side of the stop. I'm going to cut that down. I've got the plasma cutter hooked up, my Everlast Power Ultra 206Pi, switching it over to plasma mode tonight. So we will cut that end down so it can be a material support. So as I have long stock feeding on the other end, it has something to rest on. With that, so I guess if I have to answer the question, what we weld in weekly, well, it might not even be anything this week. It might just be using the plasma cutter. So I guess I'm bending the rules a little bit. As long as this machine's turned on weekly, that's what I'm after. But the other thing is after I get this this other end cut down for supporting material, of course I'm going to want to finish it with probably a nice grinding wheel. I need practice using the plasma cutter too. I haven't used this thing in I don't know how long. So it's an art in of itself too. But then the rest of the episode is probably just going to be producing the material for the lap joints and things like that. And if we have time, then we're going to go ahead and clean those up too. Our first order of business is going to be figuring out how to be plumb with these little ridges on our platform. So with that, we're going to use our framing square here, put it in the clamp, might suck that in because it seems like this wants to drop a little bit. Deflect, I guess, might be the word I'm looking for there. So let's just screw it up like that. And then now we know what's going to be flush with, now I guess I'm off a little bit on the thickness of the framing square itself, so we'll see if we can't. Now there's just a little bit of a gap. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just come in here in the void, scribe real hard. Okay, I don't like that, so we'll try something else here. Okay, we're gonna try this. I just can't quite get under the button. There we go. we've got a good mark scribed on this side of the flange. So we'll continue this all the way through. We'll get the plasma cutter out and we'll get started. This was a piece of advice I got from my buddy Greg over at Greg's Garage. But when you line up your straight edge, you want to like figure out where your nozzle's going to be. If you're going to rest it on it, where the nozzle's going to end up in relationship to your scribe mark. So I've kind of preset my straight edge offset just a little bit. And I think it's pretty good. It might be. Now, unfortunately, with this vice clamp, this is about the only way I can get it clamped. So I'm gonna want to probably move. I'm gonna have to come back. I guess I'll come a little bit, stop, pick up, come back here, pull the framing square off, and then we'll cut it through the rest of the way. Okay, slight change in plans, a little bit of a dumb idea there. If I don't want anything left of my framing square, maybe I shouldn't have metal as my straight edge. Or here we go, we will use some 1-inch tube. That will probably be the smarter idea. So we'll get that set up and we'll go at it again. Okay, by now at this point of the video, you're probably, some of you may be thinking already, why doesn't he just use the plasma cutter to cut his, 3-inch strips for his practice pieces? Well, as you can see, let me concentrate on getting this wheel off for a second. Apparently I'm not good at multitasking. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the reason I'm going to use my mini grinder chop saw to buzz off these pieces rather than the plasma cutter. You can see the edge that I left here. Now while it would be good practice for me, it would take me so much longer to regrind all the edges off of each of the test pieces. I want to crank out like, I don't know, I want to do 3 of at least everything. So that's 9 times 2. 18, probably 18 pieces. Is that right? Am I even thinking about that right? Oh well, whatever, you get the point. And so the mini grinder chop saw is just going to have a little much cleaner edge, and that's just going to be one less end to clean up. So I've switched over from the flat disc to just the abrasive wheel here on my second mini grinder. We're going to get the material rest cleaned up, and then we'll start buzzing some material out. One of the other comments I got from the first video was, man, it looks like it's time for you to invest in some vice clamps or some C-clamps. I've got both of those, and I've had them for a while. Again, there we go. Last week, just to drag one last thing out, thought that it would be nicer to just get after it. So I did it on the floor. Alright, that came out wrong. But I put the framing square and chucked it up. That way we know that the stop's square to the guide. and we got it right at 4 inches, so we'll take this out, of course. But one thing I realized, of course I've got my fire blanket, but or welding blanket, but it's gonna be probably better if I just twist the whole table around and throw sparks towards my garage door, as opposed to maybe gas tanks. And just like that, the 3 random pieces I picked to make that out of, well, it was perfect. These are my scraps. But yeah, I'm gonna get to start to clean these up. Lots of material to remove. That's a little twisty. Some not as bad as others. But, and in case you were curious, so here's the plan. We're gonna do 3 of each. We're gonna do 3 butt joints, like so. And if you're wondering about the T-joint, well, actually, these are T-joint is gonna be like so. We do that 3 times over, and then lap joints. Lap joints. If you're wondering why I did 9 for that, just because it's a little easier to set up, so it'll be like that. Anyway, like I said, it's time to clean these up. So I'm not going to film all of that, but let me kind of give you some closing thoughts. First off, I want to say I'm surprised how long this blade lasts. I didn't have to change one out, and I guess it's probably like the drill press principle, right? So if you use a cordless drill, you're more likely to burn up your bits faster than if you were in a drill press when you can go straight up and down. So I'm thinking that just because I had a nice efficient way cutting 90 degrees, I was most efficient with using my blade. The other thing, like I said, I'm not gonna show you me cleaning these up with a flat disc. That's not good, entertaining YouTube. So the other thing is I film these on Monday nights when my wife is watching The Bachelor or Bachelorette. Used to watch it with her way back in the day, and then she got tired of my jokes. So it's a perfect excuse to get outside, get out in the garage, get some extra garage time in. So that's what We Welding Weekly happens on Monday nights from 7 p.m. Central to 9 p.m. Central. So I need to find my phone and check and see how much time I have left. But hope you guys are enjoying this new series, and hopefully now you can kind of see the taste or the fruition of week 1's episode, how well that worked for us. It really did make made this a short task. It was great busting out the plasma cutter once again. Did want to remind you, since it is January as I film this, that means Car Guy and 6 Van Show has fired up once again. We are in season 5 right now, and when I say we, that means me, an old car guy. Go check his channel out. So that's Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Central. It's a live stream that bounces back and forth between his channel and mine. If you're watching this the week it actually uploads, well, I guess it's back on my channel now that I think about it, because of when I put this episode up. Anyway, if you want to check out more of my fabrication videos over here, I'm going to leave some other videos you might be interested in. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I don't care which one you do, as long as you do one. It's going to really help out the channel. It's going to do it for this episode. Until next time, peace out.